Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so I wanted to come on and give you a flip through of my February pages in here. Yeah, and just show you what I got done for February. So if you're new, hi, I'm Tiffany. This is my channel. This is my one little word journal, or the binder pretty much that I'm keeping for, one little word. It's actually a Kelly Ray Roberts planner, spiral planner that I turned into a ring binder because the ring mechanism just bodes well for this particular project. I did already flip through January's, which was all about, setting your word, your intentions, and all that fun stuff. And so I think where I'm up to is March. Yeah, so let's go to February. So I've been using the planner pages. So these are the pages that actually came in the Kelly Ray Roberts planner. I am inserting some pages. I think all of January is pretty much the planner pages, except for maybe like this page right here. But yeah, I'm using the monthlies, and I'm using all the pages with the beautiful artwork because I just love Kelly's art. And this is very new to me, kind of using someone else's art whose kind of palette is a little different than mine. I'm usually more pastel and floral, and this is very mixed media, very like vintage, very like not pastel colors, but like bright colors that have been muted. So this is February, and what I've been doing for the monthly, so I've been using the monthly pages in here, is I've been basically documenting all of my artist dates, or things that I had set intentions for, or things that relate to my word. So just want to quickly show you January's. And so, so February in one little word is all about vision boards. We did a digital vision board, and we also did a bingo card. And so you'll see, this is my bingo card, and this is my vision board, and I'll share with you what's on all of it. But you can already see here that I've marked up the things that I've already done. So a lot of this ends up on here, if that makes sense. So this was my vision board. I actually did this in January, like before this prompt, and I normally never do a digital vision board. My vision boards are always paper, glue stick, magazines. Like I go to town with the magazines and create like multiple page vision boards. I don't know what compelled me in the beginning of January. It was literally right after the new year. Once I kind of knew what my word was going to be and what my theme was, I kind of went on Pinterest and found a bunch of photos that spoke to what I want out of my year, or what I want to, I guess, manifest. And so this vision board, while each picture was intentionally chosen, the feel of it speaks to what I want my year to feel like, at the end of the year. Like, I want to feel like this. I apologize for the glare from my lights. This is glossy photo paper, but yeah, I want it to feel like this. I want it to feel warm. I want it to feel open and inviting and childlike, and I have wonder here. I actually have childlike wonder. So what I did was I collaged images on like Photoshop and then printed them off. And then I had these little word snippets from magazines that I put on here that kind of also spoke to me. So this says childlike wonder here. Now, if you know my words, so let's just go back. I'm sorry, I'm like flipping around, but my main word for the year is flow, because my theme is letting go. And at the end of letting go, I kind of want to flow. My supporting words are love, joy, wonder, and glimmers. And I wrote here, love plus joy plus wonder equals glimmers. And so these are kind of like my words. Flow is like the overarching, this is what I want to be practicing this year. And by letting things go, I am inviting more love, joy, and wonder into my life, and all of those add up to glimmers, which are those little moments in your day that make you feel joy, happiness, peace, or gratitude. And so that's there. So childlike wonder, since it's my word, I loved that. And so I layered it here, and then I put here love. Love is the source of inspiration, energy, creativity, and motivation for living graciously. And then here, little everyday delights. That's joy. And so I wanted to put my supporting words on my vision board as well. And overarching everything is in flow. And so each photo actually represents an intention that I believe I have here on my bingo card. I don't think I put all of them on my bingo card, but for the most part, most of them live on the bingo card. But these are things that I want to do this year. Like I kind of want to, if I can do at least 3 of the things that are represented here in my vision board this year, I'm a winner. And so yeah, this image is from Jada Archives. I believe that's the Instagram account. I love her Instagram account. I wish she would take pictures like this still, but she doesn't. I want to visit a sunflower field or a lavender field or some sort of flower field. I know they exist in like Connecticut. I live in New York City. I live in New York City, by the way, so I know they exist outside of the city in Connecticut. I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if there's some upstate New York, like upstate New York, but I definitely know there's some flower fields in Connecticut. I would love to do that. I would need to find people who can drive me to do that. So I put that here because I want to feel like that in a field of flowers. This one here, this is a girl who has a bow and arrow, and she's kind of arching a bow and arrow. And I don't know why, don't ask me. I wanted to try archery. Like, I don't know, at the beginning of this year, I'm just like, archery, like you want to do that. And so this I already did. I'm actually like, I'm filming at my desk, and right here I have my target practice. I went to Gotham Archery here in the city, and this is like my target sheet, I guess you can call it. I don't know what they actually call this. So this was something that was on my bingo card that I put on my bingo card after I put it on the vision board, and I've already done it. I wanted to take an archery class and like learn how to shoot archery. So she's there. This is a photo that I took straight from Ray Missingman. Oh my God, I'm butchering her name, but Ray's Instagram. Oh my God, beautiful Instagram account, beautiful artwork this woman makes. This is just a picture of her journal and like her table where she has like her pastels and watercolors and everything. And like, I want to cultivate more creativity in my life because I realize that I'm kind of stagnant in that area. I also have this little image here too of someone's like art desk. This was more for like this book idea that I want to start working on, but these two kind of go hand in hand. They go in tandem, just to be messy again. And so I'm working on it. This picture here reminds me of The Notebook. And it kind of relates to this picture here, but it also has a double meaning. I did write when I was thinking of things that I wanted to do this year. I want to go to a lake. So I want to do a lake trip, like with friends, seriously with friends, like mostly with friends. But yeah, I just want to go to a lake. I've been wanting to go to Lake George for a very long time, but literally any lake would do. I just want to go to a lake. But I put this here, the love here, because these are kind of, again, this looks like The Notebook. This is supposed to represent love. Like, I think on my bingo card, I wrote fall in love. I think that ends up on my vision board like every single year. And it's still going. I'm not giving up on that. This here, so I have 2 beach photos. I have this one of the girl kind of frolicking on the shore, and then this one journaling on the beach. I haven't been to a beach in like 5 years. And I need to go back to the beach because I really love the ocean. And so I have them here. This one kind of represents that. But this, I loved this because I want to, like, I journal all the time, but like, I just wanted that on my board. Like, I just want to like have it as a reminder that, no, you're going to continue your daily journaling practice. You're going to continue journaling. Journaling is what feeds your soul. Like it's what helps you get through things and things like that. And so I needed it there. And I liked the idea of journaling at the beach, journaling in the park, journaling elsewhere other than like the comfort of my own home. And so I put that there. We already explained the beach, and we already explained this one, which is also at a beach. So actually, we explained all of these 3. This is a picture of a market in Marrakesh in Morocco. I know during COVID, I said like the first place that I'm going to go to after COVID was going to be Morocco, and I haven't gone there yet. I've gone places domestically. I've gone to Japan, have not gone to Morocco. So I'm hoping to make this happen this year. We will see, but it's on my board. And then this last photo is of a girl kind of performing in front of people. And I put on my bingo card also as a thing that I want to have done this year, I want to perform at an open mic just one time. I just need to do it just once. And so she's there to represent that. And so that's kind of the photographs on my vision board that is reflected into my bingo card. And so we'll come back to this, but this is my calendar with all the things that I've got done or accomplished. And then this is a spread with my bingo card, and then a quote that I think relates to my theme for the year, or it relates to my word. I actually don't remember. I liked it a lot, so it clearly ended up in the journal. But it says, "And in the end, the most important piece of advice that my past has given me is to enjoy life while you're living it. You can never know which moments will be the ones that you'll remember and when happiness will hit you. So be open for anything at any time. Don't fret over the past, but learn from it and make new memories every day. For there is only one life and one chance." It just says AP. This is straight from a Bella Grace magazine that I kind of ripped apart. I like this, and I put it in here because it does relate to my theme, letting go, and it does relate to my word flow. But there's this saying where you're one of three people. You're a person that you're one of, like, everyone's one of three people. One, you're a person who lives in your past. Two, you're a person who lives in the future. Or three, you're a person who lives in the present. And this is all about living in the present moment and not living in the past and not living for the future, but living in the now and like recognizing the now and the happiness that is now. And I struggle with doing that a lot. And the whole point of my theme, letting go, I tend to hold on to things. Like, I tend to hold on to my past. Like, that gives me a lot of pain and anxiety, and I tend to hold on to it. I don't normally live in the future. Like, for the most part, I think about my future sometimes, but I'm not a person who's like constantly striving for something that's out there in the future. Honestly, I've been one to be just kind of go with the flow. Maybe because I lived too much in my past. And so I'm trying to let go of that, of the past, of living in the past and just flowing in the state of the present in where I am now. And it's been a struggle. I will admit that, like, just to be more present and be more now, and yeah, just worry about the things happening now, not the stuff that happened in the past, not the stuff that's may not even happen in the future, but like be here now. And a lot of the times when I am consciously aware of being here now, it's like calm. It's like peaceful. It's like blank. Like, I have no anxiety. I have no worries about anything. It's just I'm present. And for some reason, that makes me feel so uncomfortable. And I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it makes me feel uncomfortable when I'm not like worrying about something or ruminating on something or, stressing myself in that way. And I'm learning to kind of sit in the nothingness that is the present moment, and just recognize, just my present. Like, you don't have anything to stress out about right now. You don't, there's just nothing to react to, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of my present moment is very mundane and ordinary. It's like, get up, you go to work, you finish work, you go make some food, you watch some YouTube videos, you watch a movie, you watch Golden Girls. I've been watching Golden Girls at night. And then you go to bed and you start it all over again. And that's pretty much has been me. I mean, I'm in this weird space where I feel like I should be starting stuff, but something bigger than myself is telling me to just slow down and like wait. And so I've been in this weird push and pull kind of place in my life, which is fine. I think I've kind of resigned to the fact that maybe I need to be patient and maybe I need to wait. And so I've been exercising patience, and Lord knows that I'm probably the master of patience at this point, because I'm impulsive in the way that whenever I want something or I want something to happen in my life, I try every means possible to make it happen. And I tend to push in that way. I tend to chase things like that because that's what's in my it's literally in my nature. I think about my birth chart, and it's literally in my birth chart. I'm an Aries, so right now I'm in my season, because as I'm filming this, it's like 2 days after the spring equinox, so we are officially in Aries season. Happy astrological new year, because that is where we're in. This is a reset. We are in a place where we can begin again and look back at what we set in the beginning of the year, like our intentions and all the things, and start kind of putting this stuff into action. But yeah, it's in my nature, just it is. And I've had to learn how to slow down and not do that, because I do that. I tend to chase. It's like this push and pull thing, this holding on and letting go, that sort of and space that I was talking about that inspired my word and my theme for the year. And so this is just like, enjoy now, enjoy living in the now. And like, I feel like I need that as a reminder, like constantly. So I figured, you know what, this is the vision place. This is the vision part of One Little Word. I need to get that into my journal somehow. And so I literally stuck it here, and then it was perfect when I saw Lucretia's video, like her lesson for February, and we did a bingo card. And so my friends do bingo cards all the time. Like they do this really big bingo card that they put on poster board. Like that's their sort of like vision for the year. And I thought that was really cool. I've never done a bingo card. And so One Little Word, got me to do a bingo card. So I actually took the template and I think this is one of Nazi's printables. I just kind of put it behind the bingo card because I like the florals, and I made it a little transparent so you can see everything. And then I typed all of all the things that I want to do this year. And I know when Lou was talking about it in the class, she was saying, it's not a to-do list. Like, this is not stuff that you have to get done. Like, it's not a to-do list. It's stuff that you want to do, like stuff that like you would be excited to do, to have in your life. And so that's kind of how I took it. So I took what I put on my board, like I want to go to Morocco. I want to learn archery. I want to go to flower fields. I want to be more creative. I want to fall in love. I want to play an open mic. I want to go to the beach. These are like all fun things, like this, like just thinking about doing all of these things and having experienced all these things, like brings me a lot of excitement and a lot of joy. And so I kind of went with that. And I think there's enough space here for 24. So it was a struggle to get 24, but you can see that I've ticked a lot of them off. But I'm going to read you like what I want to happen in my year. Some of them are kind of delulu, and some of them are more manageable, meaning I can take action now and do them. And some of them I just have to let the universe see what happens in that. But I have here, learn archery was the first one. I already did that. I did that in January. So going back to the monthly spread here, to just flip around for a little bit, if I can find it. Anytime that I get one of these guys done, or anytime I go on an artist date, because I'm still doing artist dates, or anytime I have like an epiphany or a revelation in regarding my word or my theme, it goes on the monthly. So I keep the same monthly in my Hobonichi Han, which is more of my like soulscape journal. That's where I kind of journal like the hard stuff. But I take what's relevant from that relates to One Little Word, and I get it on here. And so I have archery here because that's when I went to do archery. I have a journaling class, I have a one-day choir, I have things here. And then I've been putting my selfies. So I've been very conscious of taking a selfie every month and putting it here on the calendar because I want to see it. And so that's what February's is. So February's is full of my artist dates for the most part. And I think only one thing here, actually two things here, represent things that I marked off on my bingo card. So that's kind of how the monthlies are going, and then of course the selfie of myself. I put it anywhere there's blank space. So like, I think last month, this side of the calendar was a little empty, this side. So whichever space I have, that's where it goes. But that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And like some of it's abbreviated, some of it you can see. And I've been using a mixture of like mini alphas and like stamping. I have this stamp set, and so it's kind of messy, but I've been stamping on like old book page and like just ripping it out and putting it here. But yeah, went to see a Ben Barnes concert by myself. That was interesting. This is Moth Story Slam. It's an event here. Misfits in Real Life is a thing that I actually put on my bingo card. I put here Misfits in Real Life Hangouts. I asked my friend group. So I've known my friends, my immediate, my bestest friends. I've known them since high school. I met a lot of them freshman year of high school. So we've known each other for like decades at this point, and we are still very close. Not all of us live in New York City anymore, unfortunately, but like a handful of us do. And last year I realized that I've only got to see my friends who live here like once, like a total of 4 times maybe last year. And like the ending of last year and the beginning of this year was really hard for me. And I realized then, like, I kind of put a lot of things into perspective, and I realized then that I kind of want to cultivate the relationships that I have with people that are here, that are still here, and that are still present in my life. And there were some friends that, again, we were so close in high school, and like now that we're an adult, we, one, never see each other, two, don't like talk or hang out or anything like that like we used to. And that made me sad. What kind of put it all into perspective was that when a bunch of them came to Japan with me for my birthday, and like specifically one of my friends who we were there, she was the only one that did the full 2 weeks with me, and we were on the same flight and everything, so we kind of hung out the whole time. And we hadn't like hung out like that and spoke like that in years, like I want to say like decades, like a decade. And it hit me how sad that was, because we were so close in high school, you know? And I consciously knew going into the year that no, you're gonna reconnect with your friend, because you need to do that. And I think it's in my bingo card. And I think did I mark it off? Reconnect with Kat. Yeah, that's my friend. And we've been doing stuff like, it's only been like not even 3 months, because we're in the middle of March, but I've been seeing her so often this year, and it makes me so happy that I get to see her. I've been seeing her, I've been seeing my friend Jules, mostly got to see John, like, but I'm seeing my friends, like physically seeing them in person. We're going out and to do things, and that's what I want. I want by the ending of the year to lose count how many times I saw my friend group or friends. This at the same time, I have friends who are virtual. So what I proposed to my friend group is, we call ourselves the Misfits, so that's why that Misfits thing is there. What I propose is that every month for those of us that are in New York, we take one day every month to hang out, to do something together. And then every other month we do a virtual hangout where we can hang out with our friends who are in like North Carolina, New Mexico, etc., DR, wherever they're scattered. And I want that to be a reoccurring thing where we all just kind of connect with each other in that way. And so that's on my bingo card, the Misfit stuff. But let me go back to my bingo card. So archery, reconnection, trip to the lake, right? Visit a flower field. These are all that are on my vision board. Go to the beach, create more art. So I basically started with what was on my vision board. Perform at an open mic, go on first dates. This is the Misfits Hangouts, the solo artist dates, the go to Morocco, the create my art book, hang out with another friend, be open and honest and vulnerable, do a 222 event, which I've done plenty, do a weekly card pull. I think that was one that Lou had on her board as well, but I started doing that at the beginning of the year, and so I'm like, I can just put that here because it's something that I want to keep doing. I've kind of fallen by the wayside on that, but I should return to it. Again, The Fall in Love. Read Journey to the Heart. It's this book by Melody Beattie that is daily meditation, so I'm trying my hardest to read each meditation every single day for that day. Reconnect with another person. Read at least 10 books. I'm on book 5, and that's only because I challenged myself to reread the Harry Potter series, so there go 7 books. I'm not sure that counts, but we'll see. I'm already on book 4, so by the time I finish that, maybe I'll get to 10. with other books, not just Harry Potter. A Year of Painting. So I did sign up for a class called A Year of Painting. I have not done it yet. And I think we have 3 lessons, January, February's, and March's, and I just have not done it yet. I have to do that. Host an in real life journal event. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I may do that this year. Revamp my website. That is something I definitely want to do this year. And then move my body more, which is something that I really need to do. So yeah, so if I do any one of these things, it gets featured here. Like, it gets featured on the calendar. That's something that would get featured on the calendar. Artist dates will get featured on the calendar. Anything that relates to my word. So I did have to let go somebody in January, and I think I put that on the board on my monthly as well, but that relates to my word, kind of letting go, going with the flow, all the things. And so that's kind of how I'm using the monthly pages, and then again to include my self-portrait, or not self-portrait, my selfie of myself. And then this is my not my vision board, my bingo card. So I have my bingo card here, and anytime that I do something, I'm just putting one of these translucent stickers right on top of it. I actually should put one on the free spot because it's a free spot, but yeah. And I guess the whole thing is like, once you do a row, then you get bingo. But I think once you do like the whole thing, that's truly bingo. I don't know. I really don't know, but I think it's really cool. It's a fun way. It's kind of like gamifying your life almost. It's kind of a fun way to, I guess, stick to your intentions, stick to your goals. And I like how this is not really a to-do list, but more of a to-want-to-do list. Things that you want to do that are fun, and hopefully I can do all of them. Like, that is a big goal, is to do all of them. So that's this page. And then, of course, we have my vision board, which is kind of just a visual representation of my bingo card for the most part. And I want my year to feel like this at the end of the year. I'm letting go the expectation that it will feel like this, that it will look like this. I remember when I was actually creating this, I felt so strongly about every single photograph, every single thing that I put on it. Like, I just felt drawn. Like, it was just like it was a very heavy emotion to like every single thing here. And like, I felt so certain in my soul, like in my soul, in the depths of my being, that this is what I want. This is what I want my year to look like at the end of the year. And then I printed it out. To stick it in my Hobonichi as well. And then I just let it go. I let the whole thing go. Like, I can't even tell you how it felt to do this, because I've literally released it. I released the emotion. I've released all of it. And I think the fun part is, hopefully I forget like how this felt, because it actually became reality in the end. Like, we'll see. We'll come back. We'll come back at the end of the year and see what happens. At this point, I am just flowing. Whatever the universe decides I'm supposed to have, supposed to experience, supposed to feel, it is what it is, and that's what it will be. I basically ask the universe for this, and to feel like this, and just my life to just look and feel and vibe like this. And now I am just sitting back and just waiting. I'm kind of like on that little, those slow rides at Disney, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what the kind of diorama is that's going to unfold around the corner. And we'll see. We won't know until the ending of the year, but we can go back and see what came to be, right? And what I feel. So this is just an image that was floating around that I really love. And I decided to stick it in here because I love this. I love the feel of this. I love the aesthetic of it. I kind of want to be that girl in the flower fields, just kind of chilling out, being her own boho self. Like, I love that. And then on this side, I have a quote here. It's actually a caption. It's an Instagram caption. So I follow Rising Woman. It's an Instagram page. It's also a website, but the woman, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Shay is what she goes by, I believe. She wrote this, and this is the caption, and it spoke to me. It spoke to me in a way that I just knew I had to print it out and stick it into my journal, because it relates to my theme and my word and everything. And so it says, there are seasons when you aren't meant to know. When the mystery calls, will you answer with open palms? Can you stand before the universe and allow the unknown to guide you like a blanket of stars stretching across the night sky? Imagine what it would be like to trust yourself as a river trusts the rocks along the paths. What if you surrendered your timelines and plans, simply embracing this time of not knowing? What would it be like to nurture the sacred nest within your own heart, adding moss, mud, and feathers? Could you keep yourself warm without constantly questioning whether it's acceptable to put yourself first? There are seasons when we must let go, making room for the death of who we were and the mask we wore, allowing truth to emerge. At times, we are like tiny seeds in the dark soil, wintering and waiting. A tree doesn't question its belonging. The rain doesn't ask for permission to fall. The ocean doesn't hide her storms. You are a wonder of the universe, an expression of divinity. When you feel lost, connect with the earth beneath your feet and draw on her patience. You don't need to rush this transition. The winter never forces, and the light always returns. An oak tree once began as a tiny acorn, nestled deep in the cold, dark soil. In this darkness lies a medicine of mystery and surrender. Remember who you are and who you're meant to be takes time. In a world that is in constant motion and output, let yourself be still and quiet. You will never be forgotten or left behind. So embrace this metamorphosis as it unfolds within you. The magic is all right here. She's pretty much saying to just let go, to kind of surrender all your wants, your desires, your worries, like all of it to the universe and just flow with it. Listen, be mindful, like just, trust yourself, because, we all have an inner compass, we all have intuition, and that's something that I've been trying to practice more, because I think within like the last 4 years, I kind of lost my intuitive voice because I was in a relationship where I wasn't honoring what I was feeling. I was feeling one way and I ignored it and I did the opposite of what my intuition was telling me. And in the end, it all blew up in my face in a way that I didn't expect. And it's like, So I'm trying to get back to trusting what I feel, trusting my intuition, and really listening. When your body, it's amazing how your body, like physically, you get physical signs of something, whether it's physical signs of something that, oh, maybe this isn't right, or physical signs of, oh my God, yes. Like your body just, I think he's a psychologist. His name is Basil Vaughn something or another. He wrote a book called Body Holds the Score. I haven't read the book, but he was on the Being Well podcast, and your body, your physical body, actually, it just knows what's for you and what's not. It's amazing. It's amazing. And that's your intuition, right? That's your innate knowing. And a lot of us kind of ignore it. And it's not good to ignore your intuition when it's trying to tell you something. And so, yeah, I had to put that there because I need that as a reminder. And those are my February pages. This is more art from Kelly Ray, and I love this. Trust your choices. Like, I just love the artwork that's in here, and so I'm trying to keep as much of it as possible without covering it up. This is March. March is the month of practice. I have my selfie here. I will do my monthly at some point, but that is all I have because guess what, did not do a practice in March, and it's already mid-March, and I have not done a practice. And so I need to figure myself out. I know one little word. Sometimes I fall like off the deep end and like I'm all gung-ho, and I think a lot of us are in the beginning, and then as it goes on you kind of like fall off. I don't know, the practice prompt never really resonated with me because I'm that person who has a tendency of like, oh my God, if I miss a day, that's it, it's over. Like there's no point in doing it again. And so yeah, no. I think I might do a creative practice in April. We'll see about that, but that might be my practice. But yeah, we'll figure out what March is. Maybe it's just journaling about how I can't practice anything. I don't know. But I just wanted to come on and share my February pages since I shared my January pages. And I, again, just need to come on and share things more often. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed a look at my February pages, at my vision board, at my bingo card. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my channel and to come back and leave lovely comments. Oh my god, I read all of them, even if I don't like react to them. I read them all. You are all wonderful. I hope you're all having an amazing new year. And we're in the official new year. This is the new year, not like January 1st. This is the actual new year. You know, March 20th, spring equinox, astrological new year. We're in the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries, which is all about new beginnings, because Pisces, which was the season that we just left, is all about endings. It's all about death. You know, it's all about that. And Aries is all about rebirthing, and spring is all about rebirth, right? So this is the new year. So if you've been feeling like, you know, you're behind on your intentions, or like you haven't started on anything and you just kind of been sluggish and yada yada, all the things, it's natural to feel that way because we're not supposed to start in January. We're actually supposed to start in March, mid-March, April. You know, that's when you're supposed to begin again. And so I really hope that you are all well. I really hope you have dreams that are just beyond anything that anybody can comprehend. They are worthy of, you are worthy of those dreams, and you should be having Delulu dreams, no matter how far-fetched they are, because it's hopeful, it's joyful. But have those dreams, but ask the universe for them and then let them go. That's a practice. That's a practice that I've been trying to do. I've been mindful of that because I do tend to ruminate on things that I want and desire. I tend to chase things that I want and desire, instead of just sitting back and letting go and just letting the universe do what it needs to do. So yeah, I guess that's my practice. Literally just asking for what I want and then releasing the want of that. Like just kind of releasing all expectations, like just letting it go. Voice it. Always voice it. Voice your dreams, because if you don't voice it, then they're just dreams, right? Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping now. I just wanted to come on and share that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all hopefully in the next video. I'm almost done with my little snippet journal, my little A6 everyday journal, and I can't wait to flip that for you because it is a little chunky monkey. It is amazing. I can't wait to finish it so I can start on my new journal. But yeah, so that should be coming soon. But thank you so much for watching again. Oh my god, I keep repeating myself. But yes, I will see you all hopefully in the next video. Bye, friends.